Welcome to today's video. As of recording of this, it is the official last day of September 2025, September 30th. It's a Tuesday. Big news from GameStop's before the price increase, which is just a few days, three or 4 days as of recording of this. Big sale going on at GameStop. And courtesy of James Hates Everything, another step forward for Basic Fun. Guys, this is really happening. Almost left speechless about the Basic Fun information. I'm really excited about this. And I know there's kind of a not really too enthused about some of the cabs, let's just say Return of the Jedi. But from what I saw today, just a side view of this, it's looking really cool. And maybe it is because of, it just reminds me of Tron. I am hooked on mobile ordering. I'm gonna keep saying this, like I know I'm kind of living behind everything. Like it takes me a while to get with the times, but the mobile ordering, the sun's kind of right there. It's a thing of it's a thing of beauty, isn't it? I've been doing it at McDonald's now at Dunkin'. Is you put the order in and you walk in, and there's a coffee waiting for you. It's awesome. We're gonna head over to a couple places today. GameStop for sure, because the sale going on over there runs about 4 or 5 more days as of recording of this. So best sale going on right now. And then we'll hit a couple other spots to just kind of close out the month of September. I just heard on the radio that it could be 85 degrees this weekend. So gonna keep the warm weather going as long as we can. I'm wearing my Fantastic Four shirt. Got Galactus over here, and then you see the Fantastic Four down here. Great shirt. I think I got this at GameStop. Current temperature 75 degrees, almost 80 today. But yeah, this weekend, look at this. It could get up to, look at this, 83 degrees. I mean, we're talking October, and then eventually, everything's gonna catch up to us. But you're in the month of October, and you're seeing 83, 82 degrees. That is crazy. Also, I have a $5 monthly rewards expiring after tonight. So if I don't find anything at GameStop, this will be the 3rd time in the last 12 months that I have not, maybe longer, maybe 15 months, that I have not used my Pro Points. So hopefully we'll see something. And I was just saying today that if I don't use the Pro Points, I'm not spending any money. Not that I'm trying not to spend money, but I'm just saying that it's nice getting. Look at this spawn. It's nice getting the $5, but you're still spending something. So yeah, this is pretty cool. Oh my gosh, I saw this at Walmart. It hurts to even to touch this. I can't believe it. I can't believe he's here too. Moat, are you watching this? Can you believe they have Sentry? Not just at Walmart, but at GameStop? Sand Spirits asked me last time, I hope you... Whoa, what a catch. I should have let you fall. I should have did it. He goes, I hope you washed your hands. I said, I did it twice. I was going to run out to the other GameStop. It just wasn't working out tonight, being the end of the month. Work was just crazy, and it's just way on the other side of town with rush hour, and they might have had the Colossus there, but not a lot of newer stuff, what we saw here a few days ago. But I didn't notice this. So this Sentry wasn't here. Maybe he was. I just didn't notice it. So going on until the 4th is buy 2 get 1 free. That is all statues, the Marvel statues, any of them. Even if they're brand new, let's say you saw Colossus, that counts, and Funko Pops. So 2 get 1 free, October 4th. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know this was coming out. A gentleman at Dunkin' said, well, what are you doing tonight? And I go, hey, I'm just gonna stop at a couple places and just see what happens. And this is what happens. Look at this, Daredevil, Born Again, and they have Wolverine, Deadpool and Wolverine. This is great. Look at that. It comes with. Wonder how long these will stick around here. Gosh, I always wanted those. And then And you can see Wolverine's mask. Look at this. Right in time for Halloween. Marvel has like the coolest stuff. I'm glad I wore my Fantastic Four shirt today. The Deadpool mask, that is, and then the weapons, that is unbelievable. You could turn it into like the walking cane. That'd be great. With the mask on, right in time for Halloween. That is so cool seeing that. I thought the Doctor Doom, which is that also here, was the coolest one so far. There is a Spider-Man coming out that I was tempted, and actually should have been out right now. I think it was the 25th, 27th. Should be seeing Spider-Man any day showing up at a store. I might be persuaded to buy that one. The eyes kind of change. They're all $100, but I always wanted like a quality Spider-Man. The Daredevil's tempting, but if I see Spidey, if he would have been here like today with my pro points, probably would have did it. Bunch of new figures here. Mortal Kombat Classic with a K. They have Liu Kang, Sub-Zero. I love the control right here. Total Mortal Kombat 2 vibe. Look at that. That is cool. Also, Scorpions right here. So yeah, these must be fairly new because I have not noticed these. Of course, is that Mortal Kombat? I think it's Mortal Kombat 2. Maybe 3, but that always has that. Looks just like my my one up. They are $29.99 or $28.49 if you are a pro. I think for the win here, they have Wolverine and Silver Samurai, Gameverse. Look at this. That is awesome. I was just saying to you, see the Punisher, which is up for pre-order right now. I'm holding out for it because I want to experience the joy of holding this and seeing the Punisher and Nick Fury in the store. But yeah, I did not expect to see this at all. I thought this was kind of just like a Walmart thing, but really cool. I think that's one of the best ones. You get Wolverine. You get the 90s Wolverine. Look at that. So it'd be 61 with the pro discount, and then I guess I could use the 5, but I don't know. It's still, it's the whole thing of this is cool, and I'll never see this. I'll never experience like holding Wolverine and Silver Samurai again. But you're still spending, the 50, 55. I don't know. I was hoping to get a Super Friends here. Nothing was new on the DC end, but heavily Marvel and Mortal Kombat. Huge. Here's a better look at the back. Look at that X. These are cool. I love the background. I mean, if you're a Capcom beat 'em up fighting fan, you are all over these. I mean, these are special. I'm gonna totally get the Punisher. I just, there comes a time when you can't pick up everything. But yeah, this is home run. They do have some new X-Men 97. Look at Cable. I remember the first X-Force #1 had Cable on the front, and I was holding that comic. I still have it. I think it was from 1991. And I said, someday this comic is gonna be worth. It's gonna be worth something. And yeah, it's worth like $1.25. I can't believe they're still coming out with more of these figures. I had no idea that maybe it's Cable. I shouldn't say this, but I have not seen X-Men 97 yet, so I'm not sure if Cable is on season 1 or if this is season 2. I have Jubilee and Morph. So I think Jubilee. I think Morph is new too. So just looking at the backside of Cable, that you have Logan, Jubilee, which is here, Emma Frost, Sunspot. Yeah. So yeah, that's wave 3. Is there 3 waves or 4 now? And they have a price list here, or price sheet for the Funko Pop. So if you get 2 of them, you get 1 free. And yeah, there's some, I'm not really into the Funko. I'm into Sonic right now. I know Metal Sonic, but they have the Superman up there with the Fortress of Solitude. So there is some cool Funkos. It's just I never really got into them, but it's a cool incentive. You get 2 of them and you walk away with a freebie. Even the Punisher has a Funko Pop from Daredevil. Watch, today will be the day I get into to Funko Pop. We have the Nightfall Batman. It's a great Batman. Look at that. Also 30% off on all plush ends October 4th, as well as the 2-for-1. Plenty of stuff at GameStop. There was a bunch of stuff I could have used my $5 reward for. I don't know. I think they would have been impulse buys, but if there would have been something like the Super Friends, something like Cheetah or Evil Superman, probably would have got that and just put that $5 towards it. But I don't know. The game reverse, it's hard not picking that up, but I'm gonna leave it for someone else. We'll get into that big news from Xbox before the big price increase of at least 50 coming in 3 days. Disco Fox is all set for Halloween wearing the witch hat. I just passed on a couple of things I'll probably never see again, Disco, but I always say this, we can't buy everything, right? Even Super Fox is getting into the Halloween spirit. Not sure how it really goes with the whole superhero getup, but you can tell Super Fox is a big fan of Halloween. Heading into Target. Xbox gives us some big news before they're hiking up or jacking up the pricing. So yeah, you can still, as of right now, until the 3rd of October, you can still get it in for the standard pricing, and then everything goes up just about $50 until, I'm sure, like Black Friday. Then they'll make it look like some great sale. New Xbox console update details. So there is a new update for Xbox. And when I first saw this, I go, what, is there a new console? No, it was a new update. Details, September 2025 update. Offer wallet, rewards hub refresh, gaming co-pilot, third-party storefronts on Xbox PC app, game bar improvements, network quality indicator, and game save syncing updates. And it looks like everything is just kind of for the gaming co-pilot to the PC game bar with the update with a mobile version of the AI service expected to launch next month. So everything is surrounding the entire AI. So that's what Xbox is going for, along with pretty much everything else. But if you have an Xbox, if you kept it, unlike me, who returned my Series S because I should have got the Series X, which I'm still kind of thinking about it, but $599, and then it goes up to $649. But the update will be everything we just mentioned. Tomorrow's October, so yeah, the update has officially happened, I think. And plenty of Switch 2 at Target. Very cool to keep seeing that. Mario's he's super excited. 40 years old, and Sonic Racing is here for Switch and PlayStation 5. I'm happy with mine for the Switch. I know others are holding out to get it for PlayStation 2. I want to fix something though. If you watch the review, I don't think I'm running it fast enough. So when I do stream, I'm going to try to bump up everything on a faster frames. I'm going to go for the 60. I think everything's sitting at 30, so I'm going to have to tinker with that a little bit and see if I can speed it up, because I've been told it looks a little slow. So we don't want Sonic looking slow. Here he is for PlayStation 5, and they have it's just one copy left. Of course, you can always get digital. So I saw something, not for Xbox, but for PlayStation 5, they have the 2K26 bundle. So here's my new plan. As we get closer to Black Friday, as we get closer to the holidays, the bundle for 2K26 could come down. So let's say right now it's $499. Maybe if it dropped to like $449, I would get that. So here's the plan. I'm gonna hold out just a little bit, because as we get closer, obviously the deals will hit, the sales will happen, and if I can pick up a PlayStation 5 or possible Series X, I almost said Series S, leaning towards the PS5 though. I think that is probably in the long run the way to go, especially with that new Wolverine game coming out. But that's a year away. But just prepping, get that, and then we can kind of go back and forth between Do you get this for Switch 2 or do you get this for PS5? So that's the plan. We'll see if there's any sales for PS5. I can sense something. They have Halloween at Target, and I just see people dressing up having a ball down there. Couple of black suited Spider-Man. When I walk past a black suited Spider-Man, I will stop and backtrack. These are on clearance, $9.29 for both. I don't know if I've seen this one. So yeah, he's hanging there. I have seen this, but yeah, pretty cool. Then they have, look at Voltron, clearance $6.29. So some sales on Funko at Target as well. I knew that if I left Cheetah, somebody would have picked her up. They have Evil Superman. I wanted Cheetah. I don't know about Evil Superman. I'm kind of on the fence. They're 20. Let me try to move this up. $20.99. Not bad, but I actually tried to. Usually it's got to be in a store. I tried to buy Cheetah online, GameStop, using my Pro points. They were sold out, so I couldn't even order it to get shipped to a store or shipped home. So it's just a matter of finding it at a store. I do have Superman. I leaning towards the Flash, but not sure about Evil Superman. As I was walking by, I thought this was Molly Shannon just for a second, like just from the corner of my eye. I'm like, is that Molly Shannon? Heading by the action figures here, they do have a Punisher and a little bit of a restock here on the Fantastic Four. There's the Thing. I saw him at Disneyland. Also saw Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richards, greeting some guests. Look at they have all four. How fantastic! Plus I'm wearing the shirt. Can you believe the day has come that Transformers are $89.99, $90? I mean, it is so expensive to collect, and it's us, right? It's the grown adults buying this stuff. I don't know what kid is gonna fork out $90 to get a piece of 1986 nostalgia. They are so expensive. Sale alert on Sonic, 20% off through October 4th. Backside of Super Mario. Before I get 2K26 for the Switch, I am gonna hold out just a little bit. Just pick this up for the Switch to see if there's any upcoming sales for the PS5. Because I think in the long run, that would probably be the way to play it versus on the Switch or even on the Xbox, but don't really have too many high expectations. The fridge is back on sale. Now I did get word from a couple of gentlemen that the fridge stopped working after a little bit. Camera was kind of doing what it wanted to there, but right now it is 30% off, down to $69.99. But I think if you get this, don't really anticipate on the fact of keeping your Mountain Dews cold. Just the luck, because I think after a little bit, it might stop working. It says this is not a toy. It's a toy. It's still cool though. I would like to have it. $69.99. If I had like $40 of like Circle points, Circle money, I'd get it. But $70 for a fridge that might not be that durable. I don't know. It's got to come lower than that. And to be completely honest, sometimes the fact of a home arcade coming out can stop me from buying something like a PS5. Let's say Iconic Arcade gives us Double Dragon. That'd be the same amount of money as a PS5, vice versa. If I bought a PS5 today and boom, Double Dragon is available, like, okay, I can't do both. So I always kind of hold out because of that. But as we get closer to the holidays, to Black Friday, I think that'd be a good plan, because we're not going to see any sales from somebody like Basic Fun. But with Basic Fun, we are another step closer. And I want to give a big shout out to James Hates Everything for posting something that I saw this morning. First caught wind of Basic Fun coming to Best Buy Canada. That would be the first kind of shot we saw of it. Has not arrived in the States. However, Amazon is showing that they will have some of the units available to purchase. And you know, Mona Lisa loves that. Posted earlier this morning, Basic Fun is coming to Amazon. James has a link right to the Amazon store featuring Atari, Centipede, course, Return of the Jedi and WrestleFest. Now the bigger WrestleFest, I think that's going to be, from what I'm hearing early, that's going to be a Costco kind of Sam's Club thing, but 61 inches tall for the Ultra Series, and then the Countercades, the 16 inches, so very similar to things we're used to like Arcade 1-Up. Now, these are not available to purchase or to pre-order, just the handheld, the 6-inch handheld, but we do get a little bit different renders here. And like Return of the Jedi, just looking at this side view, despite how the controls are or the marquee, just the artwork alone, that first shot looks awesome. And I think the majority of us would want the bigger cabinet. I mean, this does look small. And seeing Big Buck at Sam's the other day and playing Time Crisis later on that night, they're skinny, they're smaller. I mean, I think getting the next step up, I can't think. These are the Ultra. I can't think of the larger size, but you can see they're unavailable right now. But these are up for order. But the fact that this is showing up, it's coming. And again, the larger size, I want to call it the double XL. I cannot think of what it is, but that's around the corner. They're going to start off with these, but it does look tiny, but they would fit in right in with our Arcade 1-Ups. So these are, here we go, the Supreme. I should have remembered that. The Supreme series might be a Costco Sam's Club thing, but pretty cool that these are showing up at Amazon along with hopefully Best Buy really soon. I still think there's some kind of connection between Basic Fun and Arcade 1-Up. They're so similar in sizes, and I will admit that some of these, without the coin door, I mean, it does look kind of plain. The controls look almost a step up. The buttons do. Maybe kind of remind me of the iArcade buttons, but it does look a little plain Jane. But we'll see. It's hard to judge off of the images, but the Supreme is going to be obviously the way to go. And I'm going to hold out for the Supreme, but I think I might cave on Return of the Jedi. We'll see. And that's going to do it for today. Always count on Pac-Man wherever we go. Plus the Turtles. Maybe we get a really cool Turtles OG Supreme. That would be something. Of course, it couldn't probably be next year as we get closer, but I think the Ultras will probably come in before year end. I want to thank everybody for watching. See you guys next time. I forgot all about the Game Boy coffee mug with the Game Boy Lego at Sam's and Costco while we were kind of talking about them. Pretty cool, seeing all the retro gaming. It's the last one. It's $8.99. Another month that I didn't use. It might have been back-to-back months. I don't think I used my, maybe I did. Maybe I used it on a t-shirt. Might have been the month before. I didn't use my Pro Points. You don't have to use them. We'll do the Hobby Lobby fade out. I'll see you guys tomorrow.